The importance of statistics to Africa's development has never been in doubt to any keen observer of economic development of the continent. There have also been debates about how reliable statistics that have been produced on the continent could be. These and other factors have never been lost on institutions working to put statistics on the forefront of Africa's economic development. The African Development Bank, African Union, and the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA, have been working together to ensure that statistical data on the continent is not only credible, but also used in economic policy and planning. Speaking to GhanaBusinessNews.com in Tunis at the first joint session of the Statistical Commission for Africa and Committee of Directors General of National Statistical Offices, Mr. Oliver Chinganya of the Statistics Unit of the African Development Bank spoke about the contributions of the ADB to the development of statistics in Africa.
We are responsible for building systems, statistical systems in countries so that they are able to produce reliable, timely and quality information that would inform policymakers and give them evidence-based information. One of the key activities that we are really involved in the countries is to assist countries to rebase their national gross domestic product so that they have a much more recent and more informative information about the soundness of their economies. We're also involved in developing of the national strategy for development of statistics, basically a tool for providing information on how to harness resources, on how to plan for statistical activities, on how to mobilize resources to fund the statistics in the countries.
Dr. Dozie Ezigbalike, officer in charge of the African Center for Statistics at the UNECA, spoke about the importance of statistics and how the outcome of the meetings would influence the development of statistics on the continent. He told GhanaBusinessNews.com that African statisticians acknowledge the important role of the media in these efforts.
The outcome of this meeting will then chart the way forward for our work on statistics for the next 2 years, especially now that we are talking about data revolution. One of the highlights of this session is the media panel event where we discuss the data revolution. What does it mean for Africa? You know that the Secretary General released a report on the 6th of November of the independent expert group on the data revolution. So we're going to ask ourselves, what does that report mean for Africa? And how should Africa participate in this data revolution to make sure that when it happens, that it happens in Africa when it happens everywhere, and that in Africa it is led by Africans, especially the statistical community. So that's an example of how it fits into our work. And that's all about the post-2015 agenda, so that we'll make sure that Africa is prepared to make sure that data is available for monitoring the development agenda set after MDGs in 2015.
Africa must move forward, and statistics is certainly one of the forces to take the continent there. This has been Emmanuel K. Dugbevi reporting from the Tunisian capital, Tunis.